Waking up to pee at night? It might be a sign of heart or kidney trouble, not just aging. One, you think it's normal, but your body might be sounding an alarm. You're 65, maybe 70. The house is quiet, the clock reads 2:14 a.m. You sigh and swing your legs off the bed again, walking slowly to the bathroom. It's just old age, you tell yourself, flicking on the bathroom light. But what if it's not? What if this nightly ritual of getting up to pee is actually a warning sign your heart or kidneys are in trouble? As a nutritionist who has spent over 3 decades working with older adults, I've heard this story too many times. And in far too many cases, it wasn't just normal aging. It was the first subtle sign of something far more serious. Most seniors I've worked with brushed it off until they couldn't anymore. To meet Charles, a retired firefighter who thought it was just old age. Charles, 72, had always been active. A former firefighter from Ohio, he was used to pushing through discomfort. So when he began waking up 2 to 3 times a night to urinate, he brushed it off. Must be the coffee, he joked. But after several months, his energy dipped. He began feeling breathless on short walks and noticed his socks left deeper imprints around his ankles. Still, he delayed seeing a doctor. When he finally did, the diagnosis shocked him: congestive heart failure. His heart wasn't pumping efficiently, causing fluid buildup that increased nighttime urination. That swelling in his legs? It wasn't harmless. It was his body's way of saying, "Help me." His story isn't rare. And it carries a message for all of us: don't ignore what seems minor. Minor symptoms often precede major problems. 3. The myth of aging. And the science you need to hear. Too often, we chalk up symptoms like frequent nighttime urination to age. But science tells a more complex story. According to the Mayo Clinic, nocturia, waking up during the night to urinate, can be a symptom of underlying medical conditions, including congestive heart failure, CHF, and chronic kidney disease, CKD. When your heart can't pump blood effectively, it causes fluid to accumulate in the lower limbs during the day. When you lie down to sleep, gravity redistributes that fluid to the kidneys, triggering increased urine production. WebMD adds that high blood pressure, especially when uncontrolled, can damage the delicate blood vessels in the kidneys. Over time, this impairs their ability to filter properly, again leading to excessive urination, particularly at night. Harvard Health reports that as people age, they produce less of the hormone vasopressin, which normally helps the kidneys concentrate urine at night. With less of this hormone, urine becomes more diluted and more frequent. So no, waking up 2 or more times a night to pee isn't always about aging. It can be a red flag. And when it's persistent, it's not just annoying, it's diagnostic. 4. Why doctors often miss it. And why you shouldn't. Many older adults mention nocturia during routine checkups. But without more alarming symptoms, it's often dismissed. In my experience, many patients, even doctors, don't connect the dots until other symptoms arise. That's partly because nocturia is so common. Up to 60% of people over 60 experience it. But common doesn't mean normal. A persistent pattern, especially with new or worsening symptoms, deserves attention. According to the Cleveland Clinic, When patients experience nocturia in combination with fatigue, swelling in the legs, or daytime sleepiness, these signs should trigger a more thorough evaluation. Unfortunately, these associations are often missed in primary care. 5. The real culprits behind nighttime bathroom trips. Let's break it down. Here are the most common but underappreciated causes of nocturia in seniors. Congestive heart failure. As mentioned, heart dysfunction causes fluid buildup that gets redistributed at night. Chronic kidney disease. Impaired kidney function affects urine concentration and timing. Uncontrolled hypertension. High blood pressure silently damages kidneys. Type 2 diabetes. Elevated blood sugar pulls water into the urine. Hormonal changes. The antidiuretic hormone, ADH, declines with age, reducing the kidney's ability to concentrate urine at night. Sleep apnea. Poor sleep and oxygen drops can signal kidneys to release more fluid. Dietary habits. Excessive evening fluids, caffeine, alcohol, and salty dinners all worsen the issue. The National Institute on Aging also notes that many medications prescribed to seniors, especially diuretics for hypertension or heart failure, can exacerbate nighttime urination if taken too late in the day. 6. The symptoms that should never be ignored. Nighttime urination is just one piece of the puzzle. Look out for these warning signs. Swelling in feet, ankles, or hands by evening. Fatigue even after a full night's sleep. Shortness of breath, especially when lying down. Decreased urination during the day. Brain fog, dizziness, or morning headaches. Sudden weight gain or loss. Pale or foamy urine. Chest tightness or irregular heartbeat. These symptoms are often mild at first, but they tend to escalate. An early detection can make all the difference. 7. How nutrition and lifestyle choices make a difference. Good news, you have more control than you think. Diet and daily habits play a major role in managing the root causes of nocturia. Rethink your evening routine. Stop drinking fluids at least 2 hours before bed. Avoid caffeine and alcohol after 2 p.m. Reduce salt intake, especially at dinner. Try to finish dinner before 7 p.m. to reduce metabolic burden during sleep. Use the bathroom right before bed to empty your bladder fully. Choose heart-healthy, kidney-smart foods. Focus on potassium-rich foods like bananas, sweet potatoes, and spinach, in moderation if on a kidney diet. Limit sodium to less than 2,300 milligrams per day or 1,500 milligrams if managing heart failure. Include fiber-rich foods like oats, berries, and leafy greens to support blood pressure and kidney function. Stay hydrated during the day with clean water, not sodas or sugary drinks. Include omega-3 rich foods like salmon, flaxseed, and walnuts. Monitor and move. Keep a log of how many times you urinate each night. Track swelling in the legs or sudden changes in weight. Use a digital blood pressure monitor daily. Aim for gentle daily movement like walking, tai chi, or water aerobics to support circulation. Elevate legs during the day to reduce fluid retention. 8. Why early action saves lives. I've seen too many patients wait until symptoms get worse. The tragedy is that early signs like nocturia are often your body's whisper before it screams. Detecting CHF or CKD early means easier management, lower medication needs, and better quality of life. You don't want to discover heart failure only after an emergency room visit. The American Heart Association emphasizes that fluid balance is one of the earliest measurable indicators of heart function decline. That means the earlier you act, the better your long-term outlook. 9. Charles made a change. So can you. After his diagnosis, Charles adjusted his diet, reduced salt, started walking, and managed his medications. Within months, his nighttime bathroom trips decreased to once per night and he slept better, felt stronger, and even picked up gardening again. He now shares his story at local senior centers, urging others not to ignore what seems like a small inconvenience. I thought waking up at night was harmless, he says, but it nearly cost me my life. 10. Don't wait for a crisis. Listen to what your body is telling you. Aging doesn't mean suffering. If your sleep is disrupted by frequent urination, don't just tolerate it. Investigate it. Talk to your doctor. Track your symptoms. Make one change today. Because health after 60 isn't just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years. 11. Stay tuned. In our next video, we'll reveal a common breakfast habit that might be making your nighttime urination worse. Disclaimer: this video and its content are for educational purposes only. It does not substitute professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek guidance from your doctor or qualified health provider regarding your health condition.